suis en Québec. Je regarde le Chateau Frontenac. So as you can tell, I am in Quebec. This is the Chateau Frontenac, which is a hotel. It's actually the best hotel, and it's obviously the symbol, as you can probably tell, that most people outside of Quebec actually recognise as being part of Quebec. I'm walking along the old fortified walls known as the Rue de Rampart, and as you can see, you've got all these old things like old cannons lining up above the wall there, and below the wall is what you'd probably expect to be, you know, a modern industrial town. As you can see, an ugly big warehouse there in front. I've been here about half an hour. I've managed to dump my bag and you know, doing all the tourist stuff now as well. That's looking out along the St. Lawrence to what's known as the Gaspé Peninsula. On the other side, that is known as the Southern Shore, and we're on the North Shore, and that eventually goes round into the Maritimes, i.e. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and eventually into the Atlantic Ocean. It's actually got quite a European flavour, which is not too surprising. There isn't any snow around here, but just down there, I've got a still picture of it, is a marina which is all fully frozen over, and this is just some old building. It's, as you can tell, very French in its architecture. It's known as a seminar, but what exactly that means, it's probably some either government or an academic building. Anyway, the weather is pretty good, although it's not too sunny. Had a little bit of rain this morning. I think everything's going to be fine. Right, I'm now up on this terrace known as the Palais de Governor, and that's looking out along the St. Lawrence. So the St. Lawrence comes around the Gaspé Peninsula and down into Quebec. This is part of the old, well, yes, the old port that would be. It's quite colourful, painted with modern stuff as per usual. Looking along the old walls, back towards the Chateau Frontenac. I sound a little breath because I just had a monumental hike up these old walls, and they must be about at least 200 foot above the, well, yeah, as usual these things look a lot higher. That's about 200 foot above the ground. You see here as part of modern Quebec, you know, all the offices, etc. And just about to go into this area now, it's the Citadel, which was the one of the old forts, so that should be touristy, and eventually I should be able to get my damn breath back. I haven't actually gone into this Citadel complex yet. I'm just walking around the outside walls. It's not very well signposted, but I did see one way in. Appears to be some sort of museum. Nothing it's used in a military way, obviously. But it's got quite a good view over the rest of the town. Certainly some of the old part, which is a more picturesque as you probably expect. And as I move around, we're starting to sort of hit, you know, the modern commercial side of the town. This should explain something. I just come off the walk around the citadel, and as I did sort of suspect that I was on the plains of Abraham, as I like to call it. I'm down actually at that area, which is the St. Denis Terrace. So just to the right, looking at that map, is where the Chateau Frontenac is. So this is sort of like looking north, and there's all sorts of various areas. Everything north of that sort of like line is the commercial area. So what I'm going to do is sort of, I won't go into the citadel and just sort of head towards that area where the General Wolfe Monument and everything else is. And this is the line of the river, just down here below. Well, the light's bad and there's no wind, but that is the Quebec. And as I found out, I'm actually at the Quebec Parliament building. All the separatists, the Quebecois. This is where it all starts. And in actual fact, a lot of it is, as I said before, to a lot of you, there's all a lot of puff. And most people speak English here anyway. Going to be heading out that way, which follows in line with the plain of Abraham. So I think there's an observation point up there on the top right. Right, I am now in the park known as the Fields of Abraham. Basically, it's a great big park on top of a hill, but obviously holds some sort of historical significance. So that's looking back down the Chateau Frontenac. Just walked up from the tourist office. I'm in one of the parks now, and I'm just really giving people an idea of the type of architecture and the types of houses that there are. And, some are quite nice. And I expect fairly expensive as well. After even more walking, right at the other end of the Plains of Abraham now, and what I'm going to show you is the St. Lawrence. Just pan around quite quickly. Quebec is actually on the northern shore, but this river is actually really quite immense, and it's very obviously long, but it's very wide as well. I'm going to go over to the south shore now, and that's the part which is pretty much opposite Old Quebec. And I'll just pan out and give you some of the foreground in a moment. The noise in the background is actually the gas pumping station, which is on the other side of the river. And I think it must be a good mile away. Apparently what they do is they get the gas, ship it in from the north, and it comes actually all the way under this river. It's a feat of engineering which apparently they quite marvel at. And it then obviously goes to the south, and I think it supplies the US as well.